Hey guys, what's up? And today we're going to be doing some commentary of Azire XLLL. He's in 7F and he does 10,000 damage, almost 11, and 3,000 assisted damage in his TVP on Prok. As you can see, this is a game that is midway through, and this is because he only has a 5-minute recording option, so he was not able to get the entirety of the game. But as you can see, he's going to try to get a clip into the bench shot underneath the tracks, which is pretty sneaky. It's one of the few tanks that can actually... I should say one of the few tier 10 mediums that can effectively do that. The Russian mediums don't have really the gun depression, and the bat shot, the accuracy and gun depression doesn't really make that a viable option. So right now, his team is losing. Azire has 19 pens in, which is about... that's about 6k damage, so that's not, that's a pretty respectable game as is. He's out of APCR, and now he has to switch to heat. And if any of you know the heat mechanic, shooting heat at tanks is frustrating, especially when you're a medium at times, because right now he has to snipe with heat, so velocity, etc. That's not really good. But he's going to try to make it work. So he notices that they're on the cap, and he needs to spot so that T110E4 can get reset, or that he can sneak a reset in. So he's going to try to go back and not get lit, but he gets lit from the waffle on the far side of the tracks in the mid. So now he's just going to try to play around that. And he gets the E100 lit, and now he's just going to either wait for the E4, or he's going to have to, if the E4 doesn't fire, he's going to have to chance taking the hit and go for it. The E4 does get the reset. So now Azire is going to try to relight him and potentially get shots into him if the option arises. So as you can see, the E100 wasn't really paying attention where he was, and Azire gets the track, and E100 fires and misses, so now Azire can finish him off. Lucky that the E100 whiffed his shot into the dirt, because that would have made clutching in this game much more difficult, only having roughly 200 hit points, 250 hit points. So now Azire realized at the middle of the map, okay, their team is pushing into the middle, and they're still at their base, so he's going to try to go assist his teammates in the northern flank. So he rotates back down the middle, and what he's doing is he's just trying to go where he's needed. Since he's in a quick tank, he's able to do that, and he's able to catch this waffle who's not even looking at him. And a waffle does have a blown engine, so Azire doesn't have to worry about that. And as you can see, he was trying to fire as quick as he could. You could tell by the repeated clicking of the gun firing. So that was rather interesting. So now he's just going to try to sneak a few more shots in. This Type 4 Heavy is going to be difficult to pen, even with heat, due to the fact that the shot in his turret is going to be iffy at best, and his hull is going to be difficult. He does able to get 2 shots in the Type 4 Heavy, but he's not able to drop the clip due to the IS-3 ammo racking him and shooting him, so he has to back up to avoid taking damage. He now has over a 40-second reload, which in an autoloader that only has a 1280 clip potential, that is quite difficult to work with, because you will get a DPM by pretty much anything. So that's not really what you want. So now Azire is going to go back to A6 in that area in order to get a crossfire, because that heavy is pushed into the heavy that is on the other side of the tracks. And what he's going to be able to do is he's going to be able to get a crossfire on this guy, which will allow him to get some more damage and also make it much easier to win. So as you can see, there's the E75, and Azire is going to go, for the clip. It's TVP. He hits 1, 2, 3, and he gets the kill. So now he's just hunting down a Jagdpanzer E100, who has 3 kills. And as you can see, Azire has worked up 33 penetrations, 9 spotted target hits, 2 track target hits, 4 kills, 15 critical hits, and a spot. So you can see that he truly played a massive, massive role in this game. He even allowed for, he didn't allow the team to make any error, the enemy team, because every error that they made, he was able to capitalize on it and make a huge outcome, change the outcome of the battle, which is something that is really important when you're playing a tier 10 medium, because you're so influential on a map like Prok, and a lot of people seem to forget that mobility wins you a lot of games in these big maps, and he was able to constantly rotate back and forth and able to go to where he was needed. So as you can see, he's going to hop down in the divot and get the Jaeger to turn, so that his team's going to be able to shoot him in the side. Over the Ag doesn't really go for Azire, and Azire is able to drop a clip. and he gets 2 pens and gets the kill. So he ends the game with 10 spotted hits, 5 kills, and 35 pens. 2 track target hits, 15 crit hits, and a spot, which is a very respectable game. He's able to get 10,000 damage, 10,712 damage, 3,772 assisted damage. He even blocked 390, which is quite respectable. And as you can see, this was his 3rd mark game. So that was quite excellent to see. You know, he performed very well. Clearly, that was going to be an ace tanker. If it wasn't, that would be quite insane. And he also got a Confederate medal and a sniper medal, which means that he shot 11 different tanks that game at least, which is quite impressive, considering the fact that you're in an autoloader and there are times when people just get melted and you're not able to really shoot them, and considering that if your team isn't full potato, some people should die without you getting any shots in. So it was a very nice carry on Azire's part. Without him, that game would have been lost. And, you know, that just goes to show you what a good player and a good tank can do. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy.